This Etsy seller posted this ornament in January of this year and already has sold 548 of these ornaments. Just imagine how many more they'll sell as we actually get closer to the holiday season. And this other seller here posted this ornament just 3 months ago and has sold this ornament 684 times. For today's video, I ordered 6 samples of Printify ornaments so you can see what the packaging and the quality looks like, especially compared to how your design looks on the computer and how it actually gets printed on the items, so you can decide what ornament would be best for you to list in your store this holiday season. From designs that commemorate a special occasion in someone's life, like getting married, having a baby, or even losing a loved one, all the way to more culturally specific things that happened this year, like the solar eclipse or the election, ornaments can make a great product to add to your print-on-demand store to get more profits this year. And if you haven't signed up for a Printify account just yet, I do have the link to sign up for them completely for free down in the description below. And if you do use any links in my description, it does help to support my channel, so I appreciate you if you do. There even is a coupon code to get 1 month free of Printify Premium, which saves you up to 20% on all of the products that you can get from Printify. So definitely use that if you haven't spent any money on Printify just yet, then that coupon will be available for you down in the description. And I did save my favorite ornament for last, so make sure to stay tuned all the way until the end. The first ornament I purchased from Printify is one of their wooden ornaments. This ornament I ordered in the heart shape, but it actually comes in 6 different shapes, so you can pick and choose and offer as many of those shapes in your listings as you want. As far as pricing, I do have Printify Premium, which again, that is an optional charge that you can pay for. It's $29 per month, or if you pay yearly, it's about $25 a month. And I do have that code for 1 month free down in the description. But on this ornament, instead of the ornament being $8.13, it brings it down to $5.98. So you're saving over $2 every single ornament. So as soon as you're selling 15 ornaments a month, then Printify Premium would completely pay for itself. So I didn't really realize how oblong this heart shape was going to be, with one side being so much larger than the other. I know I probably could have seen that from the image on Printify, but I didn't really realize how drastic it would be. And I'm actually not sure how much I love it. Now the little hole where the string goes is a tiny bit unfinished. You know, there's a tiny bit of little splinters there. I don't know if you can quite see it, but not bad. I think the quality overall looks pretty nice. Now my one complaint is they actually print a layer of white behind the letters to make sure they're readable. And on this really thin script font for family there, I'm just not as crazy about how you can see the white behind the letters. I think that it looks like a sticker was kind of put on here and the design is kind of raised up. So I wouldn't say it's my favorite look for an ornament. The other thing that I wasn't as crazy about is the string that it comes with is kind of like a papery wax material, and it's already tied in a knot. And so I will have to untie this to add it to the ornament, which isn't a big deal, but a lot of the other ones, the tie has come just untied, so you won't have to untie it first before tying it. So, you know, just one kind of little nitpick there. One unique feature about this ornament though is it does have a tiny magnet on the back. So, you know, it doesn't look like it would be very strong, but you know, you could potentially put this on your fridge, I guess, if you wanted to. Now comparing color-wise, here's the design that I actually created in Canva for all of these samples. So you can see it is a darker red that I used, and I got that darker red from within the graphic. I will say that the color looks very, very true to what it looked like on my computer to how it actually printed, and so I will give them extra points for that. The next ornament I ordered was the acrylic ornament. So this one just comes in the one shape on Printify. Taking a look at the actual product, I think it turned out really, really nicely. The colors, again, look very true to the colors of what I created in Canva. Let me actually put something behind this so you can see it a little bit better on camera. I'll put it in front of a piece of paper so you can see. I think the quality turned out really nice. The colors look great, so definitely overall pretty happy with it. Oops. I will say that it is a nice heft, and I just dropped it and it didn't break, so that's a nice benefit instead of, say, maybe a glass one. The acrylic does seem pretty durable, thank goodness. Overall, this is a pretty nice ornament. I like the heft to it. It has a little bit of weight, but nothing too crazy, and it is actually very large compared to a lot of other ornaments. So I'll give you a tiny preview. For comparison, a lot of people sell these ceramic ornaments that are just a little bit smaller, so you can see for comparison before we get to the actual print of that one, one, the acrylic is actually much larger than the ceramic ones. So that is one nice benefit. The string that it comes with is actually this little gold string right here. So this is what you would get with it. So overall, I'd say this one is a really nice quality ornament. I do see quite a few bestsellers for kind of glass or clear ones online, and that can be a great way to stand out, is have an ornament that looks a little bit different than the other ones in your search results. So feel free to kind of use a couple of these different ornaments that I'm showing you to add value and look a little bit different in the search results compared to what else is there, and that can be a great way to get more sales this holiday season. I also made a video sharing the top 5 niches that are guaranteed to sell this summer 2024, so I'll link that video down below because Christmas ornaments were actually the second item on the list. So if you want to see what the other 4 niches that I think you should be selling in this summer, go check out that video next. Moving on to the third ornament, we have the metal ornament. So this one here comes in 4 shapes as well. So you can see it comes in oval, circle, the Christmas tree, or the bell. So you've got a few options. The sample I ordered is the circle. This one is actually our least expensive one, which it's actually only $3.33 with the Printify Premium, and then $5.49 for shipping. So the total cost for this ornament is only $8.82 for this ornament. So very, very reasonable in pricing. Taking a look at the quality of the ornament, this one, the design looks very, very crisp. I hope you can see that in the design up at the top with the flowers. The design came out really, really well. Definitely has a nice dark look to it. Everything looks really crisp and easy to read. And then as far as the feel of the ornament, I will say this one feels the cheapest. You know, if you're looking for like a really high quality feeling item, I wouldn't say this is it. This is super, super light, but super, super durable. I will say that if you are looking to get something really crisp printed, like if you were going to offer custom photos of someone's house or a wedding photo or a baby photo or something, this one might be my top choice because of how well the actual print came out on the metal. So just something to keep in mind, that you can try a couple of these different ones and see what you think. Size-wise, this is the exact same size as the acrylic ornament, so it is a larger one as well. So again, comparing to the ceramic ornaments, it is quite a bit bigger. So if that's something that's important to you, you could even offer different types of ornaments within the same listings, so keep that in mind. The string is just a nice kind of see-through string right here that you tie around the ornament, and so this one is just a really cute, nice one. Definitely a fan of the metal ornament, but it just depends on what you think of the quality. And if you're loving this tutorial, then please take a moment to put your favorite Christmas movie down in the comments below. That's actually one of my favorite ways to get into the holiday spirit when I'm starting designing for Christmas so early. So it can be really weird designing for these when it's summertime, but that can really help get you into the holiday mood. So put your favorite movie down in the comments and maybe even consider putting it on this week to design some of these ornaments. If you're ready to get started on your Christmas ornaments for the year, that can be one really good hack. Our 4th and 5th ornaments today are the ceramic ornaments. These ones do come in 4 shapes, but I did order the heart and the circle because those really are the top best-selling styles that you'll see on Etsy, is those 2 styles. So I did order both of those for you so you can see what that really looks like. Now taking a look at the quality, I'll show you the heart first. So the heart ornament for the ceramic, I think came out really clean and really crisp. Now the color of it, I think came out a tiny bit more red than the kind of like darker maroon, like darker red color that I actually used from Canva. So just a little bit more washed out looking. I still think it looks really nice, but I just did want to kind of point that out, that compared to some of the other ones that I've shown, it is more red instead of this darker color like I had it on Canva. So again, it looks nice, but when it comes to products where they need to be a really specific color, I would kind of keep that in mind, that it wasn't actually the exact perfect color that I put into it from the Canva design. Now taking a look at the circle ornament, I'm actually not as impressed with this one, which is interesting because they were printed by the same person at the same time. So this one, I'm hoping you can tell from the picture, but it almost looks slightly blurry. And then right up here at the top, it has a tiny blue dot of maybe some extra ink on accident. And so not that that's a huge deal, but as a customer, I might complain. So not perfect quality, not terrible, but when you're comparing some of these that have a super, super crisp design, I feel like you can kind of tell next to each other a little bit better the brighter color that this one has, and that it looks just maybe not quite just as clear in the design. Overall, I still think it looks nice, but this would be my least favorite ornament up today. And now I saved my very favorite ornament for last, and that is the brand new sled ornaments from Printify. I think this is really cute and almost looks more like a handmade item. I think is going to really stand out on Etsy. If you're in a sea of everyone having just a circle or a heart looking ornament, I think this one could really stand out. As far as cost, it is one of the more expensive options. It costs $8.33 for one of these ornaments with Printify Premium, and then shipping is $3.99. So that brings our total cost for the sled ornament to $12.32. Now taking a look at the quality, it does have some heft to it. The metal is a little bit heavy. It has a nice kind of like burlap string that's hanging it up to give it that kind of like vintage, older Christmas theme. And then the print turned out amazing. So it is this cute, just little thin spot that you can put the design, but the colors came out the darker color like I wanted it from Canva. The design looks really crisp. It's got a nice shine to it. Overall, I'd say this is absolutely my favorite ornament. It again looks more like something you'd get at Hallmark or from somewhere you go on vacation, and a lot less just like a generic ornament. So I will recommend selling this product. I think it's so cute and so unique, and if you can start selling this ornament style in your store before other people do in the niches that you sell in, I think that you'd have a lot of success with it because it is just too stinking cute. I absolutely love it. Now let's take a tiny look at pricing for that sled ornament because it is a little bit more than some of the others, but I think you can still make a really good profit with it. When I was taking a look on Etsy at some recently successful listings that are selling well to see how much they're selling for, I found this listing that again was the one I showed at the beginning that sold 548 times in only 6 months, which is crazy. This one is selling for $16.95, and it has a shipping cost of $4.95. So if we sold our sled ornament for that same total price between shipping and the cost of the item for the same $21.90 that seller is, and our cost from Printify is $12.32, then after Etsy fees, we would make a profit per ornament of $7.05. And I'm using my income and expense report that I do sell down in the description to figure this out. I know there's other tools that have an Etsy profit calculator built in, but the nice thing about mine is it's also your income and expense report. So every month as you're purchasing things for your business, like new mock-ups, paying for Printify Premium, things like that, you can put all that into your expenses. You can put up how much you spend on Etsy fees, on advertising, on design software, etc., and how much you sold that month, and it'll tell you exactly how much your actual profit is. It does also have a dashboard that will show all of that data for the whole month, and this will be a great way to track your income and expense. That way when it comes to tax time next year, you're not having to go back through all your receipts and figure out what you spent so you can make sure to be writing off the right amounts. So this is only $20. It's just a Google Sheets document. I'll put the link for it down in the description. If you aren't tracking your income and expense, I definitely would let you know that you should, because I don't want you to lose money and not really know, because it can be hard to track, especially if you've never run a business before. So this super simple solution I hope you love. And if you were selling that sled ornament and making $7.05 an order, if we sold as much as this listing has, the 548 sales in 6 months, then off of just this one listing, you would have made $3,800 in profit. And if you want to be kept up to date with what the hottest trends are with mock-ups, with designs, with fonts and colors, then definitely consider joining my print-on-demand roadmap, course, and community, which I'll link down in the description. This program shares everything that I did to sell over $880,000 on Etsy in the last 4 years, and I'm helping other students do the exact same thing every single day. Taking a look at some testimonials that I've gotten just in the last few weeks from students in my course. We really do have the best community I've ever seen out there if you want to be in a positive place with positive people doing the exact same thing as you. We have Ari. She says, my weekly win is I just made it to 2,000 sales. It was a lot of hard work to get to this point, and I'm proud of myself, but I want to keep scaling even more. And then moving on to Julie, she says, I just joined the 3,000 sales club this week. She said, for reference, it took me 18 months to get to 1,500 sales. And that is when I hit that in early January. And now I've doubled that within just 5 months. And then we have our biggest win from my student Lily. She says, today I'm celebrating my biggest win by just joining the 6-figure club. I started POD in January 2023, but I feel like I really only started after joining Cassie's course right when she launched it last April. Thank you so much, Cassie. You don't know what a difference you've made in my life. So if you want to be in a group of people that are winning and growing and learning every single day, then please check out the link down below and message me if you have any questions. And I will link the video up next of the 5 niches guaranteed to sell this summer. And as always, thank you so much for watching all the way until the end, and I'll see you in the next one.